Since the dawn of 1968, the flesh-devouring horrors known as zombies have been a staple of horror, and in the world of video games they have been depicted in various ways. From the demonic yet comical beings of Warner Brothers' Lollipop Chainsaw, to the mentally destroyed cannibals of Capcom's Resident Evil. But Capcom has another version of the living dead. Welcome to the Willamette Parkview Mall of Colorado.
Halloween is fast approaching, and because of such a spooky event, I feel this is as good a time as any to talk about the biggest zombie franchise Capcom has ever made. No. Let's clear something up here. While Resident Evil is one of the biggest horror-based intellectual properties that Capcom's made, it's kinda difficult to call it a zombie game because of Resident Evil 4 to Resident Evil 7. The viruses in those games created more, like, cannibalistic monstrosities than zombies. Now, yes, Resident Evil 6 in Leon's campaign did have zombies, and Mercenaries mode in that game had urban chaos, and I am intentionally missing out Revelations 1 and 2, but, I mean, they're monsters as well, so the biggest zombie franchise Capcom actually owns is Deadrising. But before we get into the game, let's just have a quick look at how many platforms this game's on. I don't think it's going to be on much, because on the game's release it was a 360 exclusive, so let's just have a look here. Oh, that's not an exclusive. That's not an exclusive anymore. Wait a minute, it got a Wii version? Deadrising was released on the Xbox 360 on the 8th of August 2006, and was the first major title by Capcom released for the console, which had just been released around 9 months prior. The closest game in comparison that Capcom had created would probably have to be Devil May Cry. Oh, and don't worry, I may end up covering those games too. I mean, DMC 1 to 3. Not 4, and definitely not the reboot. Ugh. Entering the building from a doorway on the roof after getting off a helicopter, we are introduced to photojournalist Frank West after being tipped that something big was about to happen in Willamette. Once he gets in, he notices that staff seem to be barricading the entranceway into the mall. Now, originally while flying, Frank thought that there was a major riot going on, but after a woman loses control of her poodle who tries to leave the building, it doesn't take long for Frank to realize that the mall has been overrun by zombies.
What? Did you just say zombies?
Yes, Frank. Zombies.
Did you just say zombies?
Yes!
I've covered wars, you know.
Oh. Good for you. Now, the gameplay to Deadrising is rather simplistic. You pick up just about anything that isn't nailed to the floor, and you beat zombies senseless with them. There are the occasional psychopath fights, which require a bit of strategy, but 9 times out of 10 you'll just be swinging baseball bats, swords, guns, and even weird things like water pistols, toy horses, and stuff like that at the zombie horde that you find yourself surrounded by. So, you know, normal stuff. The first psychopath example is a man by the name of Carlito.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
No, not that Carlito, not that Carlito at all. I'm talking about the suave, cool, and calm gentleman you meet at the start of the game while on the rooftop with Frank West. That Carlito. If you want to know what he ends up doing, well, he tries to gun you down later. I didn't know any better, I would think Carlito started the entire virus. But what would make me think that? But now Frank must go on an epic quest to discover where the virus came from, and to save survivors along the way. While also making appearances in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, of course.
Frank West, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You got me.
What the hell are you doing here?
Chris, I could ask him the same question too. I'm glad you asked it first. Anyway, my verdict on the game is, if you haven't played it, play it. It's actually really good. I've owned this since, I'd say 2017, 2018. I didn't play it on release. I mean, I was 5. Don't judge me. But yeah. Although I do have one more thing to point out. Anyway, the game was received amazingly by audiences, but it did garner its own controversy. Enter zombie film director George Romero, where one of his movie directors for the Dawn of the Dead movie sued Capcom for using the concept of zombies in a mall. However, when the judges deemed that concept was too broad for anyone to get sued, the controversy was blown to the wayside. For the most part. Yeah, geez, the fact that they put that on most of the boxes for the 360 release, oh boy. Hey, glad to see you stuck around. If you have any new ideas for any new videos I should make, please leave them down in the comments below and I'll see to it that they get sorted if they can be. Ta-ta for now.